keep dreaming. That's the only way dreams grow. I keep my head high. You can't win if you keep it low. We emerging, keep striving, going, keep growing. We believe in you, we believe in you, we believe in you.
Top of the morning, man. Top of the morning. You know, I'm gonna lead the community conversation today. First, we're gonna do our check-in, right? Mike Woody, on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm a 19. And so my question is, who do you see as great, past or present? Who inspire you? Who motivate you? And who do we see as being great? I mean, are we even capable of saying ourselves as great? Like, who do we view and put that title on?
I've been incarcerated for now 23 years.
I've been detained since 1994, wrongfully convicted. On that journey, I've been in 16 different institutions.
At the age of 16, in 1998, I was convicted and sentenced to 40 years of life and 20 years of life, a term of imprisonment.
My first incarceration was about when I was 14, turning 15.
My environment was a negative influence on me. As an adult, I had been arrested 3 times, all less than a year.
I've been in corrections for 7.5 years. After the academy, I was put on in a maximum unit.
I have been a public servant since 2001. I started off as a teacher and then transitioned into the public safety arena. It was always a desire of mine to create a space for young men within our facility, because some of the issues that we're elevating prior to implementing the Young Men Emerging Unit was actually occurring from that population, because they were still acting like children, because in their development, they still are children.
Quincy Booth, who I call the commander-in-chief of the agency, he had a vision. How can we serve the 18 to 25 young population?
Any young man from 18 to 25, based on science that the brain doesn't develop until the age of 25, bringing them into this space, working with them, believing that we have a chance, we have a shot to change the trajectory of their life.
Now we're in a space where though we can sit in a circle like you said, everybody can share their perspective and their outlook of life. So I just want us to be mindful that when we transition, we go back home, it may not be the way we want it to be. But we have to answer the call, we gotta step up to the plate and move forward.
Those closest to the problem is closest to the solution, but furthest from the resources and the power. We are in a better position to know what's needed. Having gone through what we've been through, seeing both sides of what it's like to be treated unjustly, to be in harsh conditions where it wasn't about rehabilitation, but it was about housing and warehousing.
And when we think about the true definition of a community is developed by the people and respected by the people.
Everyone who enters that space is a community member. And when you enter the unit, the first thing that the mentees and the mentors explain to you is welcome to our community. And everybody is on equal footing. We all have a role within the community.
Labeling is important. Instead of us being inmate number ... here you are mentee Williams, mentor Cash Stone. It reminds the inside residents of their humanity, and it reminds those who are serving this population that they must also treat us humanly, and it also reminds them of their humanity. Something as simple as that can change the way we treat each other.
We thank you, Father God, for this blessing, and we love you for it. We lift it up
We ask you blessing. Amen.
At 8:30, we had what's called a community meeting. So we sit in a circle with all staff members included.
We termed it the sacred circle. The power dynamic of the circle is that no one sits at the head. Opinions matter. Their perspective matter. No one's perspective is better than another's. And it equalizes everybody, but it becomes a therapeutic space.
This is a very unique space in the sense of people genuinely care and love each other on that unit.
And the staff, you know, they hug you, they tell you they love you. So that's something that I've never experienced before.
I am deeply convinced I'm in the presence of greatness. And I have to get up and say this. What inspires me? You. And the thing that I struggle with is if you only see yourself as I see you inside.
Had I had someone in those formidable years, a staff member to tell me that they love me and to really see me as a human being, that would have just been monumental for me. We mentor one-on-one. We also facilitate group sessions, truth and reconciliation between mentees that may have a conflict situation between the staff or between mentee to mentee.
I believe that the mentors and I, we do a great deal in making the residents feel safe. That's what the bulk of our one-on-one discussions are about, putting out the fires, making sure they are safe.
Director Booth has saying that the measure of success is not how many disciplinary reports that we write on the residents. We don't call them inmates, we call them residents, but how many lives we change. This is the role the mentors play. I consider them, they are my partners.
To be a YME mentor, it's a heavy responsibility. We found early on that mentoring is not the only title that you become to wear. We soon found out that we become like uncles, big brothers, in some cases, father figures.
So by all of us having that direct experience of spending those years of 18 to 25 in prison, we can empathize maybe a little bit more and understand a little bit more exactly what these young individuals are going through.
I was still pretty negatively influenced. I feel as though when I came inside of YME, I still had the same attitude. I still was acting the same. A lot of people had belief in me that I did not see in myself.
You know, I was only taught to destroy the environment or, you know, destroy what we call the neighborhood or the hood. YME has put the community in my life and showed me how to like build it up.
I look at the mentors as a good influence, and I believe that I'm a mentor within myself. They brought that out of me. They brought Drayvon out of Drayvon.
For me as a mentor, I felt like through helping them, it helped me because I was learning more about myself and it was developing a level of compassion and empathy and tolerance and patience that was necessary once I transitioned to the community.
Irregardless of what we've been through, how we started off, I believe that everything we went through in the past prepares us for this moment, and everything that we're going through now prepares us for what's to come. So, you know, our past doesn't define us. Our present does. Who we are now and how we stand as men now is what matters. How we stand as men and women now is what matters in the present moment.
The objective is to break the cycle. Understanding that the street culture is reinforced in these spaces. Understanding that we all have suffered from some form of trauma and we have to be afforded an opportunity to heal.
This is the future correction. We are changing the dynamics. And a lot of the components that we have been privileged to implement here, we want to take those, write the policies as it relates to in society, put together a pilot, let that concept be proven, and then scale it. So ultimately the vision is to make the world a safer place. I wish I never was incarcerated, but Providence took over. And now I'm beginning to believe that there is a purpose for my life. And so I'm taking ownership of this story. I'm taking ownership of what I'm doing. And a sense of pride has really surfaced inside of me.
Love is an action word, and I'm willing to serve. Nevertheless, we earn the test. I'm a man of my word. I'm a young man emerging, while the people observing know that I'm rising for certain. My spirit is never hurting. Believe in me, believe in us, and trust gon' take us far. I'm like a diamond in the rut, turn to a shining star.
We believe in the youth today, divided by misguided ways. I remember going without, teaching is what life's about. Raise the kids in loving ways, guide the kids in other ways. I was lost, but now I'm found. I remember how it went down. I emerged up out. This what life's about. They believed in